Guess you didn't see that coming.
Sure, when it comes to Canadian comedians, Mike Myers is an obvious contender.
Well, that's just groovy, baby.
But not many can compete with Rubberface himself. Carrey worked in stand-up and appeared on television before rising to stardom through classic roles like Ace Ventura.
Would you like an ashtray?
I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit.
And Stanley Ipkiss.
Welcome to another reaction video. So today's reaction video is absolutely interesting, guys. So today we are reacting to 10 most famous Canadians.
Wow.
Yep. So you know what? Thank you for clicking on this video again.
Thank you.
And if you care to know who is yapping, yeah, I am Onel, the blue and white. Thelma, black and white, is Tekla. Okay. Telsi is not around. She's not feeling quite okay. So she'll be joining us in subsequent videos. Without too much yapping, and while you are subscribing, let me click play.
These are some of the most influential Canucks to come out of the Great White North.
Happy Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 iconic Canadians. For this list, we're looking at the most iconic Canadians in history, in terms of their influence and notoriety.
Yeah, his name.
Yeah, that is her.
Terry Fox.
Terry Fox.
For this list, we're looking at the most iconic Canadians in history, in terms of their influence and notoriety at home and abroad.
Scott outsmarted himself on that one. Go again, Jay.
The entries are ranked based on their overall accomplishments, as well as contributions to the country and their embodiment of Canadian values.
Do you still get nervous before you go on the air, though?
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you kidding?
Really?
I'm as excited now as I was the very first show.
However, we're excluding people like Alexander Graham Bell, who only lived in Canada for a short time and was technically a British Commonwealth citizen.
She said
Alexander Graham Bell. There's no Alexander the Great.
But there's one that used to teach.
Alexander the Great. Graham Bell.
Yes.
And I think he invented something, so I don't really know. I think it's a good. The name sounds familiar, really familiar, but I would not be able to put my hand on exactly what.
First show.
However, we're excluding people like Alexander Graham Bell, who only lived in Canada for a short time and was technically a British Commonwealth citizen.
It was clear as a bell, Mr. Bell.
Please, what's a British Commonwealth citizen? I've never heard of that phrase. Tell us, please.
Now let's get started, eh? Number 10, David Suzuki.
We're the only animal that said we can affect the future by what we do today.
One of Canada's most beautiful qualities is its vast natural landscape. And Canada is proud of the fact that one of the biggest names in the world to be associated with the fight for environmental conservation is that of a Canadian.
We are going to destroy the very things that make.
Honestly, if I saw this guy on a magazine, I thought he would be Japanese.
Yeah, it looks like Japanese.
And he even has a Japanese name, Suzuki. That is crazy. But I think he must be of Japanese descent.
And then he says that the things we do today are like they affect the future now. They either shape the future negatively or they shape the future positively, which is very true.
Let's see what Suzuki was up to.
We are going to destroy the very things that make that land so precious to us. The very things that keep us alive and healthy. That's what this battle is about.
Suzuki has worked tirelessly as an educator to fight for this cause, and has even brought his work to a wider audience thanks to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation and PBS.
This is where I fell in love with life. But there's a darker side to my being here. A warning of the potent, even dangerous consequences of misusing our ideas about how life works.
More recently, he's become a fierce supporter of the fight against climate change and strives towards making the world a more sustainable place.
Things are only impossible until someone decides that they're not. Today is the day we decide.
Number 9. Tommy Douglas.
Well, if you're up against a bully, you need to use your head.
What's this? A politician that actually accomplished something? As Premier of the province of Saskatchewan, Tommy Douglas strived to give Canada one of its greatest gifts: universal health care.
In 1959, Douglas proposed a compulsory prepaid health plan the country would come to know as Medicare.
Please, I know that universal health care kind of thing sounds really impressive, but we don't know how it works. If you have any idea, like, just give us a short summary in the comment section. We'll be able to understand what the universal free health care in Canada actually mean. Like, what does it really mean? Because it sounds good. You already heard free health care there, so it's already making sense.
Health plan the country would come to know as Medicare. 60% of Saskatchewan residents would vote against it.
He's widely credited as the father of Medicare in Canada. His work and vision would later be continued by fellow Canadians to become federal law, making healthcare a right for all Canadians.
Now, if my honorable friend would just sit down and dangle his legs, I should be able to wrap up shortly.
For his impact, in 1981, Douglas received the Order of Canada.
But I want to remind you, you can lock up a mouse and you can lock up a man, but you can't lock up an idea.
Even decades after his death, countless lives are still being improved thanks to a little fellow with an idea. And to thank him, in 2004, citizens of the country voted him the greatest Canadian.
Leaving Saskatchewan, Douglas said, I hope the record will show that I serve the people not too badly.
It's Neil Young, and your own is O'Neill.
I mean,
close to being
I didn't want to talk too much about it. I just wanted it to slide, guys.
So what did to slide?
Let me see how you spell the name. They spell the name again. Neil Young. He's just a younger version of me.
The country voted him the greatest Canadian.
Leaving Saskatchewan, Douglas said, I hope the record will show that I serve the people not too badly.
Number 8, Neil Young.
Yeah, I think his name is just exactly like mine, except for that nail, you just put O'Neill in front of it.
Oh, you're good to go.
Yeah, you just put O in front of that nail. That's exactly how my name is written. Unfortunately, people usually spell my name in a very nasty way, and it hurts my heart.
Throughout the 60s and 70s with his crisp folk rock sound and poetic singer-songwriter lyrics.
For the thought that I caught that my head is the event of the season.
He first appeared as a founding member of the band Buffalo Springfield, and later with the famed Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young.
When you could be taking me for
His music was reflective of the times of political turmoil.
What if you knew her and found her dead on the ground?
With tracks like Ohio written in response to the National Guard shooting at Kent State University, but also indicative of more Canadian feelings and ideals, as heard in Helpless.
There is a town in North Ontario.
Today, Young is still performing, retaining his Canadian citizenship, and sticking to his political guns with his critique of Canadian politics, reminding us all to keep on rocking in the free world. Number 7, Sir John A. Macdonald.
Just imagine, to the east, the Atlantic provinces, then Upper and Lower Canada, across the prairies to the Rockies and beyond. A new country made one by a railway from sea to sea.
Although Scottish-born, John A. Macdonald was the first Canadian Prime Minister and a driving force behind the foundation of the country.
Sir John A. Macdonald won 3 more elections in 1882, 1887, and 1891.
This is a serious question now. Does Canadian Prime Ministers have a term limit like US presidents and other presidents in other countries around the world?
I think we've asked this question one time and it wasn't really precise. Like they don't really have
like a term limit.
Yes. Well, it's still a good question.
And you know, see the answer though. Yeah, but please just let us know if they have a term limit or. It's kind of, I think Canada is kind of a bit different from our country. They're not ruled by a president, so their system is a bit different. Though it's democratic, but not exactly the same democratic.
Serving as prime minister for 19 years, his political maneuvering and rousing sense of nationalism allowed him to bring together French and English-speaking colonies to form a unified nation.
He did one thing, so simple to us, but it made him stand out then. He shaved. He was clean-shaven. All men then in public life had big, bushy beards.
He further helped to keep the country connected by getting the Canadian Pacific Railway underway.
As a consequence of his tragic personal life, Macdonald became a heavy drinker for much of his life.
While criticized at the time for being an alcoholic womanizer, he is well remembered today for being one of the principal fathers of Canada.
Bro, an alcoholic womanizer. That's some hero stuff.
An alcoholic
Womanizer. Why also gangster being a prime minister? Yeah, that's some gangster work there. Bro is an anti-hero. He's the hero who doesn't really care about being a hero. He's not afraid to drink and get some overdoses and pass out on the road corner. Imagine walking down the road and see your prime minister lying beside the road like, Mr. Prime Minister, get up and go to the office. It's already a working day. It's Monday morning.
He will just give you that kind of respect. You know, sometimes when somebody has overdosed with drinking, there's this kind of respect that they give you, this kind of talk that they... This time you'll be shocked that
I just imagine walking down the road to see your prime minister passed out. You need to like... Nobody cares about assassinating him because he's almost everybody's friend, you know. He drinks at the bar and fights. You know, if you offend him, he doesn't want to like sue you. He physically beats the hell out of you. You know, he threatens to take your wife from you. Or share drinks to people. Bro is an alcoholic womanizer. That's the main defining character. I know what? Still uniting a country. Becoming a prime minister for 19 years is after everything. I'm still gonna roll, you know, rock and roll. I do like those kind of people who are totally unconventional, not the classic Monday suit, car driving, knuckleheads.
Lamborghinis.
It's okay, that's nice, but okay, of course, I don't endorse drinking of alcohol and womanizing or stuff. It just back then, it was a totally normal thing for somebody to do and still become a prime minister. Today, if your prime minister was seen somewhere in Vancouver drinking and getting drunk or in Toronto, that would be a serious...
Them off.
In fact, his resignation letter will place in front of Parliament before he will reach back in Ottawa, right? Yeah, so it's just a difference. I'm just like, that's just some comedy things back in the days, which was really nice.
And the time for union is now. I ask you to take the dare.
Number 6, Celine Dion.
I can't believe I've been touched by an angel with love.
He's a Canadian.
Yeah, it's not a girl, it's a grandmom. She's old. Like, okay, me as I've just shown in the video.
Because I've actually seen this video.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, found wherever you are, I believe.
Oh my God.
Can't believe I've been touched by an angel with love.
I also sing and also sing in French. And I used to wonder which woman is it that sings in both in English and French. And as a kid, I used to be tempted to think she's a Cameroonian of some sort.
Which Cameroon?
I used to believe that Cameroon is the only exclusively bilingual country in the world.
Don't know in that case somewhere.
It's kind of somewhere.
Waiting for you to grow up.
Rocky.
I learned it.
Canada has so many great singers for such a small population, from Bryan Adams to Shania Twain. But one voice undeniably stands out from the rest. By the age of 22, Dion was already a star in her home province of Quebec, having built an impressive francophone body of work. But that's when she released her first Anglophone album, opening herself up to international audiences.
And that's the way it is.
In In addition to her many accomplishments, Dion has won 5 Grammys and is recognized around the world as one of the greatest singing talents ever. Pearson.
I was in the studio that day. I was there. I was there.
No, you were there, right?
I gave the vocals, Oh my God. That's interesting. Lester B. Pearson.
Number 5. Lester B. Pearson.
Is to find solutions for the problems which, because we have left them unsolved over the years, have finally exploded into this fighting and conflict.
A politician who did many valuable things during his career, Pearson achieved one of his greatest accomplishments in 1956 when, as Secretary of State for External Affairs, he successfully helped resolve the Suez Crisis, for which he received the Nobel Peace Prize.
By 1956, Lester Pearson is the best-known Canadian in the world.
Later becoming Prime Minister, his minority Liberal government introduced student loans, kept Canada from entering the Vietnam War, abolished the death penalty, and federalized Tommy Douglas's work by introducing universal health care.
But the actual process of negotiation at times must be done quietly.
As if that wasn't enough, next time you think about how awesome Canada's flag is, you can thank him for that too.
We have a special association with Europe, with Great Britain and with France, and we are North American. So we can talk to both sides in their own, not only their own language, in their own accent.
Number 4, Jim Carrey.
This Pearson is very interesting because we talked about resolving the Suez Crisis, right? The Suez Canal is in Egypt, right? Yeah. The transition from the Red Sea to the Atlantic, and this problem was a problem between Egypt and Britain. And there was a war that was brewing. I think shots were even fired. And Canada stepped in and said, nope, you are not about to fight. In 1956. Wow. Resolved it. And then in the 1960s, 70s, the US started the war with Vietnam. And he said, nope, we're not going to fight with the US in Vietnam. You know what it means for a politician to keep your country out of war? It's a difference between you having your son this week and not having him next week. Yes. For a war that started by 2 different countries, and because at the time, I think Canada and the United States were really closer friends than they are today. And for him to say, nope, we're not fighting the Vietnam War was a really cool and gangster thing to do. And for a politician to do that, it's almost as if saying no to your friend. Your friend has started a fight. Your friend is not supposed to start that fight. And you said, no, I'm not going to fight with you because I want to go home with a bloody eye together with you. That's cool.
Talk to both sides in their own, not only their own language, in their own accent.
Number 4, Jim Carrey.
Guess you didn't see that coming.
Sure, when it comes to Canadian comedians, Mike Myers is an obvious contender.
Well, that's just groovy, baby.
But not many can compete with Rubberface himself. Carrey worked in stand-up and appeared on television before rising to stardom through classic roles like Ace Ventura.
Would you like an ashtray?
I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit.
And Stanley Ipkiss in The Mask.
It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
Leaving his mark not only on Canada, but also on the American film industry, he then showed us he could pull off a serious side of acting with The Truman.
Honestly, I used to see this guy and thought he was American. I'm so surprised to see that he's Canadian. Wow. Yeah. And so I saw him during the intro of the video. I said Jim Carrey, and I thought he's an American. I actually thought he was an American. I'm really shocked. And he has a signature thing he does with his. Always when he's talking, look at his upper lip. He kind of makes something that I cannot. It's very exclusive to him. There are even comedians that will try to imitate what he does. Yes.
American film industry. He then showed us he could pull off a serious side of acting with The Truman Show. Not bad for a guy who grew up in poverty in Ontario.
Hey! There's not going to be any fight without Scott Riles and the incredibly polite Canadian news team.
Number 3, Harry Fox.
I'm crying now because there's somebody here right now.
For Terry Fox, we've actually watched his video and we've learned quite a bit about him.
Please go
So,
to this channel and check
Yeah, a video on Terry Fox.
on Terry Fox. We did a reaction video
Yeah.
about his marathon that he did, about his story generally, and then we also learn about the marathon he did to raise awareness for cancer.
Yeah.
Please go to the channel and just search down, and then you see Terry Fox reaction, African reaction. Just say Terry Fox African family reacts or anything, something like that. You will find that video, and you watch it. This guy is way more inspiring than you can just give him credit for just seeing him by his face.
There's somebody here right now who is going through the same thing that I went through. Exact same thing, and he's only 10 years old.
A teen athlete who was diagnosed with cancer and ultimately had a leg amputated, Terry Fox is representative of the indomitable spirit of the Canadian people.
I've said to people before that I'm going to do my very best to make it. I'm not going to give up, and that's true. But I might not make it, and if I don't make it, the marathon of hope better continue.
With a positive outlook and impressed by the importance of medical research, Fox made the decision not to sulk, but to raise money for cancer study by running across Canada on his prosthetic leg.
The Marathon of Hope. And Terry would do it by running 26 miles. A marathon. Every single day.
When cancer struck again, he was forced to end the Marathon of Hope early, and he passed away a few months later.
All I can say is if there's any way I can get out there again and finish it, I will.
His memory lives on today, though, as every year, the Terry Fox Run fundraises for cancer research. His courage and strength continues to inspire thousands afflicted by this disease all over the world.
Across the country, there were hundreds of courses and hundreds of thousands of runners who collected millions for the fight against cancer.
Number 2. Pierre Elliott Trudeau.
At any cost? How far would you go with that? How far would you extend that? Well, just watch me.
Hailed by many as one of the greatest Canadian prime ministers of all time, Trudeau is well recognized for his accomplishments, which include his response to the October crisis of 1970, as well as his role in uniting Canada's two solitudes.
Promoted peace with the Soviet Union to the dismay of then-President Ronald Reagan, and fought to protect Canada's identity from its imposing neighbor to the south.
Successful at increasing Canada's stance on the world stage as well, thanks to his colorful persona. At home, Trudeau succeeded in making Canada a legally bilingual country, saw to the patriation of the Canadian Constitution, and established the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
The Constitution Act was signed into law by Queen Elizabeth in an elaborate ceremony on Parliament Hill.
His status as a Canadian icon is firmly held due to his passion, his international diplomacy and quest for peace, as well as his no BS attitude.
World leaders past and present who knew and worked with Pierre Trudeau attended the funeral mass at the Basilica of Notre Dame for the man who served as Prime Minister for 15 years.
Meanwhile, his son Justin continued the Trudeau political legacy after he became the country's 23rd Prime Minister in 2015.
Pierre Trudeau was a Prime Minister, and his son Justin Trudeau became a Prime Minister.
My goodness. Hey. Is it a family thing?
Is it a family thing? I think Justin Trudeau was also very famous.
Yeah.
Not for every positive reason. We can think that so many Canadians hate him and so many Canadians love him.
That's always the thing about politicians.
Yeah. He came before this Prime Minister McCartney, right? Yeah.
I think that's the one I know.
Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau.
Yeah. He was there, and it's not been up to 2 years since he left office. Wow. I think my father must become Prime Minister for me to follow. I don't know what he's still doing. I need to finish this and give a call to my dad. What are you doing on not becoming the president?
Meanwhile, his son Justin continued the Trudeau political legacy after he became the country's 23rd Prime Minister in 2015.
You built this platform. You built this movement.
Before we name our #1 Canadian of all time, here are some honorable mentions.
For Canadians, hockey isn't just a game. It's our game.
Let me see. It is month 2.
Right.
Yes, so I'm not finished until December.
You oversee this show literally and figuratively.
Yeah, totally.
Figuratively, but
Yeah.
literally, your office is right up there.
Flying!
This movie, the Titanic, right?
What comes first? The hundreds of thousands and millions of Rwandans? Or my troops who've been lent to me?
Number 1, Wayne Gretzky.
And back out comes Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky moving ahead, picks up Olsen, fights his way free, score!
As hockey is Canada's unofficial national pastime, the country spawned some phenomenal players, including Maurice Richard, also known as the Rocket.
That night, Richard not only succeeded in joining the historical greats of Canadian hockey, but he also reached the high point of his career.
However, only one ever earned the nickname the Great One.
And now he'll receive the Stanley Cup and listen to this crowd at the Northlands Coliseum. The Edmonton Oilers.
The man who wore number 99 on the ice is hailed as the greatest hockey player of all time, and rightfully so.
I remember when you were traded from Edmonton.
And if you're watching this, I would like to put you on the line. Ronaldo or Messi? If you're watching soccer football, drop it in the comments, guys.
Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
All time, and rightfully so.
I remember when you were traded from Edmonton Oilers to the Kings. It was a phenomenon that I can't think of anything comparable in sports.
Still holding 60 NHL records even this long after his retirement in 1999. Gretzky is such an icon, he was one of 4 Canadian athletes tasked with lighting the Olympic cauldron at the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics. In fact, Gretzky has surpassed the status of icon and is regarded as a living legend among Canadians today.
The greatest thing about the hockey players are they're wonderful people, and they want to be taught, and they want to be coached, and they want to get better, and they want to be successful.
Do you agree with our list?
No, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man.
Who do you think is Canada's most influential icon?
We're going to have to work at this every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want all of you, forever, you and me, every day.
For more top 10s about great citizens published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
There's a time to act. And this, gentlemen, is no time to think.
So they left also. I know 10 cannot be enough.
Yeah, I think there are so many famous Canadians.
Yes, people like Leo Major.
Yeah, Leo Major.
Yeah, then we also have like Henderson.
Henderson.
He's also part of the soccer. No, not soccer.
Yeah, he's
hockey player.
Yeah, Henderson. It was the person that did the wheelchair go around the world thing.
No, he scored that goal that you remember one reaction video that we did, that there was somebody that scored after they have been winning like for years. Then Canada came and
won like the 1972 hockey series.
Yeah, he's the one that gave the goal.
Who was the guy who rode on the wheelchair around the world?
I don't know.
That's Henderson.
That's Henderson.
Yes. Is that the other guy who scored for the hockey series that I don't know? I have no idea what his name is.
I know that is his name.
Are you sure? Please correct us. We are getting confused here. But anyways, thank you so much for watching.
Again, do you know?
Leo Major was the guy who was running around and capturing 93 Germans for city alone. There are so many others that I don't know. For now, I would think about it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I think we should start doing something at the end of videos. We will read the comments of the last video, like 10 most liked comments of the last video.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll try that. Guys, we are brainstorming right here with you. So we'll do like read the 10 most liked comments of the last video. So you just see what people are dropping in the comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you, family.
We love you.